Hi, so today I wanted to show you a red carpet look that I created for Eleanor last year for the Serpentine Party. It's one of my absolute favourite looks and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I just wanted to show how easy it is to create, and I wanted to demystify the red carpet a little bit. I'm a little bit scared about having my face next to Eleanor's. I think she's absolutely gorgeous and she's a dream to work with. But as I'm the only person available, it'll just have to be me, and we'll see how we get on. So I've prepped my skin with the Chanel Beige Eau de Teint, which is the foundation that I used on Eleanor. And I've used the Pro Longwear concealer under my eyes. And I've just added a little bit of the Lumiere under my eyes as well, just to give me a little extra lift. So the look that I created was this gorgeous sort of golden eye look with like very sort of barely there skin, and you know, just a little bit of freshness in the cheeks and the lips. So I started off with the undertone, which is an Ombré Premier, which is a cream eyeshadow, which are really easy to use, and they make a really good base for eye makeup. So I just popped that all over the lid to give a little bit of extra shine and gloss, but also to make sure that when I came to use eyeshadow, it went on easily and blended really seamlessly. Now, Eleanor has the most amazing blue eyes and the most beautiful eye shape. So it's a really dreamy to do. It's not quite the same on mine. So once you've put on the undercoat, I mean, actually, these are really nice to wear on their own. They don't crease and they kind of have like a nice effect. So this is also preventing creasing, because if you are going on the red carpet or you've got a big event, you don't want to worry about what your eye makeup's doing. So then I used this gorgeous blurry gold eye palette, and I started with this gold colour, of course, golden eye. And I just popped that all over the eyelid. It's a lovely colour. All over the eyelid, plenty of it, can be quite generous with it. All over this eyelid, kind of into the socket line as well, because this is mainly the colour that I used. And it's a really nice colour. This colour's pretty good on everyone. There. Just drag it out slightly with a flat brush, just to sort of give a feeling of elongation. There. And I'll show you how we sort of work that in as we go along. I'm just going to soften that off with another brush. There. So you can see it's starting to take a little bit of shape. And then I used this darker colour here just to give it a little bit of, so when you use a darker colour, it sort of pulls the eye out a little bit. So it's just to give it a little bit more shape. So just using the same brush, just a little bit on the outer corner here. So you see, giving it a little bit of, you can see a little bit of definition coming into the eye now, just to pull it out a little. And then we'll blend it out. So you don't have to be too precise. As you can see, I'm just popping it on. And then I'm going to take another soft brush and just blend it out so it's all kind of cohesive. Yeah. Just use your fingers just to sort of blend it out, blend it in, work on it. And what I am going to do is just take a little bit of cotton bud and cleanser, that old trick, and just give it a little bit of shape. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit like that, and a little bit like that. And that just gives you that nice sort of lifted shape. There. And then just blend again with a clean brush. something just a little softer, just to soften it off. And then underneath I used this gold colour, and I just ran it underneath the eye and then mixed it with the gold that was on the lid. Just to give the eye a little bit of shape, and it also sort of brings out the colour of the eyes as well. There. So from the Blurry Grey palette, I then used this colour here just to highlight the inner corner of the eye, which is one of my favourite little highlighting points. And this is a really nice colour. It's got a little bit of, it's very silvery, it's very pretty. It goes really nice alongside the gold. And then on the day I actually used Le Volume mascara, but today I'm going to use Stretch. And I just did it on the top lashes just to pull out the eyes a little bit. Now Eleanor has super long eyelashes, so she doesn't need too much mascara, but I do need to give mine a little bit of something. So I suggest giving it a couple of coats. This Stretch mascara does what it says. It really does give them a good stretch, and it really does give you really good long eyelashes. I quite like the idea of just doing the top. You'll find I do that quite a lot. I kind of quite like the cleanness of it, and I also like the idea that you're not going to get drop down, because even though some mascaras are amazing, you do sometimes experience that sort of panda eye drop down thing, which is no good at all. And also it means you don't need to worry about it too much, because to be honest, if you're going to a red carpet event, you don't want to worry about your makeup. You know, you've got to do interviews, you've got to talk to people, you really need to be secure in how you're looking. So you don't want to be worrying about anything like that. So it's really important that the actress or actor you're working with feels confident in what you've done with them. There, lots of mascara. I think we can even go a little bit more for me, just to open up my eyes. I do tend to find this is a really, mascara is like quite transformational. It really opens up your eyes, particularly if you've got small eyes. There, you can really see the difference. Also, you can see it's starting to make the eyes look sort of a lot more sort of fluttery. I keep doing that, don't I? Fluttery. So now I've got the mascara on, I'm just going to do like a little cleanup with the highlighting concealer. Just a little bit around the eyes here, just because I had cleaned the eyeshadow up a bit. And it also just makes everything look a little bit cleaner. There. You can see. Also, it gives you kind of like a little bit of light here, which I always think is really pretty. I can see makeup on my hand there. It's your best palette. I'm always putting things onto the back of my hand, although I probably won't be able to soon when I go back to work. So you can just see, it's just sort of keeping it really clean and really tidy. And then I'm going to take a clean soft brush, a blending brush, and just blend everything out here so it's kind of seamless and really nicely blended in. So it almost just becomes part of the skin. There. So after I'd done the eye, I wanted to keep a freshness about it, because I mean, Eleanor has the most beautiful skin. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, it's perfect, and she doesn't really need that much. So I just used one of the Les Beige blushes in number 21, which is a pink colour. So it just gave her like a feeling of, you know, of a slight flush. And I just popped this on the apples of her cheek because she's got great bone structure. So she, you know, she doesn't need much shaping. She just needed to sort of look a little flushed and really pretty. And it went really well with the gold. It was a really pretty look that I created. Because she's a really pretty girl and she really doesn't need lots of makeup. You know, she's gorgeous as she is. So I didn't want to spoil her at all. I just wanted to enhance her, which actually, you know, that's kind of an approach that we all should take to makeup. So just a little bit on the cheeks. Pat that in, keep it high. And then a little bit of the usual, the favourite, the Balm Essential in transparent, which I just love because it's just such a natural highlighter. I really don't like highlighters that have too much glitter in them. And I actually did pop a tiny little bit here as well on the cheek, just to give it give her a little bit of extra glow. So I don't like highlighters that are too glittery because I just don't think they look real. You know, I don't think they look, you see, like this, you just get this nice shine. And that looks real. I don't like it. I don't like anything to be too glittery. It's not, I don't know, I don't like it. I didn't use a lip liner on Eleanor because she doesn't need it, because her lips are a perfect shape. But as I may have mentioned before, mine aren't. So I'm going to put a little bit of lip liner on before I do the lip, just to straighten my lips up a little bit. And this is, sorry, I forgot to say, it's a Chanel pencil number 93. It's a really good nude colour. You can see it just gives my lips a little bit of shape and just makes them look a little bit, tiny little bit bigger. Again, it's just about enhancement. We don't need to have those big, silly lips. It's just about working with what you've got, which is absolutely fine. And then this is Rouge Coco number 90, which is Jaw. But I did actually use Flash, but I don't have Flash because Flash is so nice that every time I do someone's makeup, I always end up giving them Flash. So I don't have Flash. This is very similar to Flash, which is what I use on Eleanor. This is just a bit pinker. And then today, I actually think I need a little bit of powder. So I'm using the Powder Universal, or Poudre Universal, sorry, en français. I'm just going to put that down my T-zone just to take off the shine, which is what I did with Eleanor as well. And I gave her some of the Chanel Poudre paper, which I always give to whoever I am making up, along with a lipstick, because it's, at some point you probably are going to go a little bit shiny and you're probably going to need to repair the lip. But other than that, everything else should stay put. So that's it. I just brushed up Eleanor's brow with some brow gel because, again, she's got really nice, lovely full brows. They didn't need to be filled in. And that was it. It was as simple as that. And I just put lots of lovely body lotion on her body, made sure that her body was all lovely and shiny and glowy, a little bit of body makeup here and there. And that was it. That was the look. This is the look. So you can see it's really simple. It's quite easy to create, but it's a really nice, pretty, natural look that looked great on the red carpet. Well, thank you for listening. Hopefully I'll see you next week, although I'm going to do 2 videos this week. So I'm going to do one on contouring, bronzing and blushing. So I'll see you for that. Bye.